Hello judges. For this semester's junior design competition, I decided to build a slot machine on our DE2 board. Slot machines are everywhere in Las Vegas. They're part of a billion-dollar gaming industry. And for the most part, they used to be mechanical when they were invented, but nowadays, much like everything else, they have gone digital, using buttons and a computer inside, of course, to display your winnings and losings. And so in this short film, I'll be showcasing the features of my slot machine, and I'll be going over the implications on society and some further improvements that could be made to my specific project. Hope you enjoy. So first, I'll be going over just a sample demonstration of the game, and then I'll be going more in depth about the features and how it actually works. So I'll start just by playing. These are my credits. This is the bet, and this is the reel. So we'll go ahead and spin the reel. And I won, thankfully. We can increase the bet. I'll bet some more. Play again. I lost. It's okay. And I'll decrease the bet. And I'll play again. And this time I won. So this is a generous slot machine. As you can see, I made it generous for demonstration purposes. So, as we can see from the first glance, the interface is quite easy to use. It's only 3 buttons, one to decrement, one to increment the bet, and one to play. And so this makes it really easy to pick up and use. Also, we have these several output displays. There's a red output for a losing reel, a green output for a winning reel, and of course, we utilize the 7-segment displays on the board. So the game is over once you run out of credits, and here I've played it enough until I ran out. And now my credits are at 0 and I can't change the bet anymore. I can continue to spin, but I cannot change the bet. You can only reset it by hitting the reset button. In reality, this would be behind a paywall and you couldn't just reset it at will. You would just have to buy in. As for the maximum credits, it caps out at 99 simply because we only have 2 displays here, so that is the maximum we can display. And if you win more than 99, the code actually caps out at 99, and this is to prevent overflows. So this design consists of a front end and a back end. The back end would be the core behind the game, which would be the random number generator. That is the heart of the slot machine. I used really fast counters. The details are in my report. And as for the cosmetic or front end of the game, we have all these displays driven by decoders, and also the lights, which are also running on a state machine. And the display is almost as important as the technical core because it adds suspense and a good playability and feel for the game. As for the implications on society, we all know that gambling is addictive, and unfortunately, these machines are designed with addictivity in mind, and they are designed to be as addictive as possible and to break the maximum profit. I did use those techniques in my code and in my design to make it more fun to play. Of course, with no real money involved, it's easy to just sit here and place the maximum bet every time. But you can imagine if there was real money behind the bet, the user would have more incentive to play strategically, maybe temporarily ignoring the negative connotations behind gambling. We can see that gambling is a multi-billion-dollar industry and it doesn't show signs of dying anytime soon. So that makes a slot machine a reasonable and sensible project design for this competition, especially considering we are at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Of course, my project is not perfect, so I do have some ideas for the future improvement. First, I would implement the audio jack to have a winning or losing noise. Second, I would move the credits and the bet to the LCD module here to make it more professional looking. And finally, and most importantly, I would add a physical paywall behind the reset button and to buy in some credits, as that would make the game more real and engaging. In conclusion, I learned a lot about designing a machine in System Verilog. I learned how to use behavioral models, structural models, and implement various different modules to make my machine work. I hope it was an excellent submission. I overcame many challenges and bugs, and I thank you guys for watching, and I wish you would have been able to play it live. Thank you so much.